Hi YouTube, this is Felicia with Bible Scraps, and I am super excited to share this project with you because when I first started crafting in 2004, this is what I used to do. In a way, right? Now, I actually made this a couple months ago, but you know us crafters, we say it's not done, but this is done because I made this all in one day and I never went back to add anything else to it. So it's done as it gets. Okay, officially, it's my first vintage junk journal. Though, when I started crafting, that's what I made. I made altered books and I made handmade journals, which I'm going to return back to making those. I have not seen anything out there like what I used to make. I used to sell those too to church family and friends. But officially, this is my first vintage junk journal. And I'm so super excited. Fell in love with it. Like I said, made it all in one day. A lot of sewing, a lot of components to this. Totally 100% handmade. So let me flip through. Oh, you guys hear? That's crinkled paper. I sewed that down. And of course, you see the cross. And if it looks dirty right there, it is because my craft room is dusty and dirty and I did not have this covered up. Okay, so let's flip through. Now, I have a new motto for myself. Don't think, create. And so I didn't think. I get stuck when I think too much. So I just went with the flow. And I know it's a lot going on the cover. Here you see three. If you can tell, there's 3 strips of fabric. I don't know why I did that. I just did. And then I have a collage of things. A picture of my husband and I. I used my tagger gun to apply this little cutout of this woman. And a game piece here. Just a lot of bits and pieces. I could have decorated the back. That was one of the things I was supposed to do, but I'm done. Totally done. So here's another strip. Now this card here is cool. It's a playing card. It's not technically vintage, but it's over 20 years old, right? It's a Coca-Cola playing card. And take a look at the adorable African-American kids playing checkers. And on the back, I added some. This is an ad from a Vintage Ebony magazine. Or part of an ad. And then down here, I've taken one of the button cards. I took the buttons off and then added little gems there. And I folded up this flap. And this flap over here, I had it clipped down. But take a look at my woman. She, you can't see the books, but she's at a table, and then I added a tea applique right there. And of course, I had to add the cross. I molded this resin piece from a metal charm. And then here, okay, this piece is so super cool. I love this. I took 2 of my homemade charms and added them together. The first is a wooden spool. I don't know if I did a tutorial on this particular embellishment. I did share these, but I think I owe you guys a tutorial. But I did do a tutorial on my bottle cap teddy bear. So super cute. And this particular, well, you see the teddy bear suspending from the bottle cap. And I made him too. I made him from a button. So now he's a capuchon. I love to make my own resin pieces. And then here are vintage sewing patterns. Added a pocket right here. Nothing is in that pocket yet. Okay, so on this side, well, I did a lot of sewing and I added a lot of trim. So there's a page with some fabric, another pocket. You see the trim there. Got a little, well, a paper clip. This right here, what do you call this stuff? It's like a web type, it's not fabric. I can't think of what it's called, but I stitched, actually something fell off right here. I don't know what it was. But down here is a ring. I found 2 big, I mean thousands of rings in one bag at a Goodwill store out of town. Got it for dirt cheap. And so I turned this ring into a charm. Take a look at my beautiful antiqued paper. I did it all by myself. I colored it. I baked it. It was so super fun. Here's, okay, that's not a pocket, but I have an embellishment that I made with one of Tim Holtz metal rings. And you see my women there. Alrighty, this page, just a little swatch of fabric, a little collage. And then I made tabs out of canvas. Some trim up there. You see the sewing along the edges. What I love about this style of book, anything goes. If you make a mistake, no one knows. That rhymed, huh? Okay, down here. Now, this is one of my pieces. I made this piece with my embroidery machine. It's an applique piece with this and yarn, right? A different type of yarn. And then you see more of that beautiful antiqued paper. More trim along the edges. A different type of trim here. I just added trim right in the middle of this page. And then I love this. Okay, so here, you know, I don't know. It's not pink. But anyway, this bronze color paired perfectly with this particular journal. But I love this piece here. I took trim and then I shared in one of my greatest craft find videos those rolls of silk fabric. Well, I took one of my stamps and I shared that in the video too, my African American stamps, stamped it on that beautiful silk fabric, and then stitched it to a piece of trim. And I just love that. So I have that right here. I'll make a whole lot more of those. I love it. Okay, so then here is a scrapbooking paper that I added right down, well, within those pages. Another canvas tab. Here's a fold-out page, right? I love the antique look of this. And then recollections, right? Just added it right there in the middle. Once again, I put no thought into this, you guys. Thinking too much, I get in trouble. I think too much and I get nothing done. Here I've added some fabric there. It's a pocket too. And then here, okay, I love this one. More scrapbooking paper. This is a stamp, once again, on that beautiful silk fabric I got. This is one of the UK magazine stamps. But on the inside, I love this one. I shared in one of my videos. This is a antique. Okay, this came from a Sears catalog, like from the 40s or 50s. And I have a whole page of these colored dolls. Well, I cut out one of the dolls and printed her on that fabric silk paper. And I just love how that looks. Ah, beautiful. Really vintage. Okay, so here is one of my jumbo paper clips. I did share a tutorial, I think, on how to make these. It's a bow, right? Let me take it off. Can I take it off? No. I mean, I can, but it's a bow and it's of thread. So you probably can't see the actual bow, but I love that messy, that shabby look. And the color, once again, matches the paper. Beautiful. Okay, this is another tab, and I added some trim that has beads hanging. A little pocket here with a button, and I used my tagger to attach the button. Almost done. Another canvas tag there. And then on the back, okay, so I added more strips, but I didn't finish it. But once again, it's finished, right? It's done. Flip it back. And then what is this? Okay, this is not a pocket. Pocket down here and a canvas collage. Okay, I didn't tape that down good enough. I thought I sewed that down, so I will sew that down. And then a die cut of this 70s girl from a 70s sewing pattern. And then the back. That's how the back looks. So super cool. So I'll be making, of course, more of these, and I'm going to fine tune, you know, the future books. I know what works and what don't work, and But overall, I just love it. Well, I want to thank you all for watching. If you like this video, why not like it? Give me a thumbs up. If you are interested in seeing more of my journals of different types, why not subscribe? Well, I want to thank you all for watching. As always, blessings.